you've not been to my class before, I'm kind of an alignment-based teacher, so you're gonna bring your hands underneath your shoulders, fingers are gonna spread like starfish, with the index finger straight forward, the elbows are mild and the tops of the feet are down. So when I look back at my thighs, I can't see my feet out or in, they're lined up behind the thighs. The thighs are creating 11s. Not a V for this moment. As you exhale, you're gonna round your spine high, tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone. As you inhale, you're gonna go like a saddleback horse, turning your face and tailbone upward. Exhale, arch the spine high, presses the tops of the feet down firmly. As you inhale, keep that connection through those shoelaces as you bow and bow the chest forwards. Exhale, round. Inhale, round the belly. And so at any point you want to carry this into your Tawny Contain or any 80s supermodel on you in any 80s rock hair band video, right? Your inner Stevie Wonder, or it was called the snake when I was in school, right? You know, and let that weave laterally down your spine, right? This moment is about waking up your spine, breaking up all that little fascial fuzz that you've laid down in the evening, right? And then it's also about kind of finding out what your body needs today. So you may have a tender space, you may have a place that's really not playing in the game. In through the nose, out through the nose. And then when you're ready, you're gonna find your down dog. Or your dog says hello. If you've ever known a dog, seen a dog, and the dog comes up and he's like, hey, my name is Dog. So your feet are 4 inches apart, second toes are at 12 o'clock. You're pulling back with your feet so much so you should feel like you're trying to pull back to an actual forward fold. Those muscles at the top of your neck, your Vulcan death grip muscles. So if you ever watch Star Trek, right, those muscles should loosen up as the head hangs heavy. Hollow out the low belly, get stronger in the upper and lower abs, lengthen out the inner arms. Take a deep breath here. As you exhale, see if there's any place that needs to soften, extend. What is it that you need today? Now you can come to a child's pose if you'd like. Setting your intention for class as you breathe here, in through the nose, out through the nose. Long, deep inhales, slow, gentle exhales. What is it that you need today? Crowd coming onto the mat, much like slamming on the brakes in a car with a lot of stuff in it. You stop, still a lot of things flying around. Have your big toes together. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, let the low belly, the sides of the waist mildly contract. Activate your pelvic floor. If you have been in my pelvic floor class, you know what I'm talking about. So you're gonna feel your perineum contract up and your low belly draw back, and then your upper abs join with that. So it's a whole unit from the base of your pelvis or your space between your spaces when you hit in, right? All the way up to that base of that sternum, right where that diaphragm is. This space is like a strong bungee cord. We're doing a back bend or something like that. There's expansion, but there's not a let go in this space. So get connected to the space. We're going to work that deep transverse muscle and that pelvic floor today. On your next inhale, come up to all fours, hands and knees. On your exhale, find your down dog. Slowly walk the feet to the top of the mat. Feet are 4 inches apart, second toes are 12 o'clock, knees and heels line up with the second and third toe. Allow your body to cascade forward over your feet. Feel the weight forward into the balls of the feet. Feel the weight back into the heels. And then distribute it evenly. And so I want you to look at your toes. Pick up your toes. Spread your toes like you're about to pick up a pair of underwear. Put the toes down on that underwear. Start to grab the underwear, but don't squeeze the toes together. Our goal is to extend the toes out, but also draw them in. Everything in yoga is a yin and a yang, right? So hold on to your underwear. Hands to shins, inhale, flat back. Betty boot, pull the spine long, suck the belly in. It's a little hiney, a little chest, a little insolent teenager. Exhale, forward fold. Let the crown of the head reach towards the mat. The front of the heel or talus bone is rooting down. On your next inhale, come all the way up. Reach up, stretch up, look up. Let the arms drop along the sides. Let's find our mountain pose. And so our Vulcan death grip muscles, these muscles right here that are always crawling in your ears, because shoulders are not earrings, drop them down. That's what I'm talking about. These muscles should not be fired up as much as they are on us, right? Little insolent teenager, the head pulls back like said something we didn't like, right? On your inhale, reach your arms up. As you exhale, swan dive. Keep the connection from the open chest to the soles of the feet. As you bring your hands to your shins, suck in the waistline. Put the hands down. You're going to step back with the left foot, deep low lunge. That back leg is alive. The front knee is bending. The heart is opening. This is your power leg. Exhale, puts the hands down, steps back to your down dog, hips are high. On your next inhale, you're going to ripple to a plank position. Everybody drops to their knees for the first 2. I'm going to ripple down. You can chaturanga down if you'd like. I'm just going to lay down nice and soft. I'm going to bring the legs together. Tops of the feet down, hips down, heart and hands lift. This is floating baby cobra. Now grab a grain of sand with your belly button and pull it up into your spine. Push those feet down more. And then on your exhale, push up and back to your down dog. So that's your modification for a chaturanga up dog sequence. Inhale, left leg to the ceiling, reach it up, stretch it up. Exhale as the left foot lands by left thumb. If it doesn't make it up, pull it up. I need a perpendicular shin. That front heel is rooted and that back thigh is active. We're going to step to the top of the mat and forward fold. Exhale. Feet are 4 inches apart. Second toes at 12 o'clock. Hands to shins. Inhale, flat back. Come halfway up. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, forward fold, root through the heels and the balls of the feet. Inhale all the way up, strong core. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. The head stays pulling back so that you're not just jutting the head down first. Hands to shins, inhale, flat back. So once again, I'm pulling my chin back and pulling my shoulders back. Exhale, hands down, right foot steps back, deep low lunge. I fire up my back inner thigh and soften my front knee. Step back, down dog. Inhale, find your plank position, grow long from heel to head, drop to your knees, tops of your feet glued down, come down, let those little T-Rex arms come along the sides. Bring the legs together, flying that floating baby cobra. Your core is really strong here. So we talked about how we've got like a bungee cord from our pubic bone to our sternum here. Can you feel that belly button? Pull that grain of sand up into your spine. On your exhale, you're going to lift and go back to your down dog. Exhale. Inhale, right foot reaches to ceiling. Stretch it up. Exhale as right foot steps to low lunge. Inhale, back thigh is strong. Collarbones are broad. Exhale, steps to the top of the mat. Forward fold. Feet are 4 inches apart. Hands to shins. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up. Reach up, stretch up, look up. Spread your toes. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Go right back into it. Moving meditation. Hands to shins and unlock your knees. Exhale, hands down, left foot back. Deep low lunge. Spread the collarbones, fire up your back thigh. Lift your back thigh more. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, float to plank. Now, you can stay in plank. I've got some people healing shoulders like me. Some people are healing wrists. Or you can chaturanga halfway, elbows in, little T-Rex arms. Inhale, flip your feet, up dog, tops of your feet, push up out of that swimming pool, get on your shoelaces more, or get on that, there you go. Exhale goes to down dog. Inhale, takes the left leg high. Exhale as left foot steps by left thumb. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, step forward and fold. Hands to shins, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, ride that breath all the way up, reach up, stretch up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Hands to shins. Exhale, hands down, right foot back. Inhale. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, plank position. Either stay there or lower halfway, elbows in, chaturanga. Flip the feet over. Inhale, up dog. Shoelaces down, heart up, back of the neck longer. Exhale, down dog, hips high. Inhale, right foot. Exhale as right foot lands for low lunge, right up there by the thumb. Back leg is your power leg, front heel is your root. Step to the top of the mat, forward fold. Hands to shins, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Hands at your sides, mountain pose. Move your big toes together for samasthiti, right? So big toes are together and you have just barely any space between your heels. The reason you want to do that is your feet are probably triangle shaped, right? Then we want to spread our toes out. So when you come into your chair pose, and you sit back. Don't let the ankles collapse in. Don't let the knees ride forward. You're going to press your heels down into the mat and try to stretch your mat apart. That will fire up your outer glutes. At that point, as you press the hands together, you can stretch the side body really long, and you can sit lower without overloading your quads. Knees are squeezing together, biscuits are squeezing together, and toes are down. What are your biscuits? It's a little bit of stuff right there on the back of your thigh. No, it's the back of your upper inner thigh. It's the place that never gets tanned really well. 4, smile. 3, there you go. 2, and 1. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway, Betty Boop. Exhale, hands down, step or hop back, chaturanga. There is no plank here unless you just hold your plank, right? We will all meet in down dog, meaning you do not jump back with straight arms, period. Why? You want to blow your rotator cuff? That is a good way to do it. So we're here for 3 breaths, in through the nose, out through the neck. Long, deep inhales, slow, gentle exhales. So those Vulcan death grip muscles, the muscles at the top of your shoulders, relax those. When those muscles are relaxed and shoulders are not earrings, that tells me that your upper arm bone is plugged in. If those little Vulcan death grip muscles are tight, that is telling me you are lifting your shoulders into your ears like you're stressed. Or your mat is really slick and you're sliding around on one or the other. 3, 2, and 1. Bend the knees on your next inhale. Look at the top of the mat. Step, jump, crawl, meander, salsa. I don't care. Get to inhale of your Betty Boop. Rock the weight towards the balls of the feet. So you have to stretch the heels down. Exhale, forward fold. Move those big toes together. Inhale, Vinyasa chair pose. Bring those palms together. Shoulders are not earrings. 3, 2, and 1. Hands at the sides, mountain pose. Stand tall. So listen, guys, I'm going to show you guys a trick. Everybody grab a hold of this Vulcan death grip muscle right here, right? You know what we're talking about, right? We've all seen Spock take someone out, right? Take your left hand and push it forward into that, push the elbow forward into the hand. You can feel that muscle fire up. Feel it? Yeah. Now, push the shoulder head back. Feel that relax? That means your shoulder head is plugged in, right? If you are out here, this muscle is going to fire up. So when you are in down dog, if that muscle's fired up, that tells me you don't have the shoulder head in. So when you move forward to your plank position, your upper arm bone is just going to grind forward into that plank position. Did y'all see that? So we want to get plank pose already in our down dogs. It's hard, right? But it'll keep you from doing this. I say, weenus is in. Nobody wants to see your weenus. Keep it on your mat. Right?
But when I do my weenuses in, I feel like then I'm going more like that instead of that.
Because you have overcompressed for many years, and there's this fine balance. What's going to happen is you've got a set of muscles that are tight and a set of muscles that are weak. And it's just like when you first started doing down dog. Welcome to a new down dog. Welcome to a new down dog. All right. Hey, it's a journey. Like, look, like, hey, I would rather focus on where my weenus is rather than any of the other nonsense my brain wants to think about, right? All right. Focus on your weenus is in. Big toes together. Inhale, chair. So even here, by pressing the pinky finger side of your hand together, if you're pressing the palms together and looking at the thumbs, watch as I press my pinky fingers more, it rolls my weenuses in, right? Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lifts halfway, Betty Boop. Exhale, hands down, step or hop back, go through your flow. We'll all meet in down dog. And a lot of that for you comes from the desire to still compress in the shoulders. So if you come forward out of the shoulders and squeeze that triceps in around your head and not worry about dropping the chest, it'll feel a little more natural. And so instead of everything in your down dog feeling like it's falling down, everything should feel like it's lifting up. So roll those eyeballs of your elbows or where you get your IV spot. Everybody look forward a little bit. And so if they're in, that means your weenuses are out. Take your upper arm bone and plug them in. So you're gonna look at that little IV spot's gonna roll in and this weenus is gonna come back. All right. And then my neck is long and the muscles are relaxed. As I inhale, I float to my plank and I don't let my upper arm bone shift around. Okay. Now so I'm already set up for chaturanga. My weenuses are back. I'm gonna drop to my knees because I'm healing from movement. People saw I'm being silly. Anyway, exhale, chaturanga halfway. Strong in those fingertips. Flip those feet, push up out of the swimming pool. Look, your weenuses are still back here, right? Right? They're still in the back, right? Keep them there as you go back to your down dog. Oh, it's an upper back opening, right? Look at the top of your mat. Bend your knees, step, jump, crawl, meander. Find your Betty Boop. Exhale, fold. Inhale comes into your chair pose. Squeeze not only the knees together, but the back of the upper inner thighs. Let the ankles collapse in. So this is basically like a inner and outer spiral of your thighs, right? Exhale, stand tall, mountain pose. All right. So we're going to do a ladder class today. So that means that we're going to do a couple poses and then add a couple poses and then add a couple poses. And so you'll do the same poses over and over again. I like it. It's meditative. Y'all tell me if you don't like it. Eventually, we'll go to mandalas or something, right? All right, here we go. Inhale, chair. Press those palms together. Gaze at the thumbs. On your exhale, forward fold. Inhale, find your Betty Boop. Come halfway up. Exhale, step or jump back. Find your down dog or your chaturanga. Thumbs are strong. Index fingers are strong. We'll all meet in down dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale as left foot lands by left thumb. We stay on the ball of the back foot. We're coming up to Anjane high runner's lunge. Right knee over the heel, lined up with the second and third toe. Back thigh is your power leg. Dig in through that front heel. So what happens here is we start to press the feet apart. Pelvic floor, draw those thigh bones in. Remember when you used to rip Barbie's leg off? You can't plug it back in. That's what you're doing, right? So plug those thigh bones back in. Take those arms up and help. Exhale comes out over the front leg. Look, nothing's moving from the navel down. Inhale comes up. Exhale comes forward. Inhale comes up. Exhale comes forward. Hold here. Root through that heel. Stretch that back leg out for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands down. Down dog or flip. It's up to you. We will all meet in down dog. And so I like to use this place to either clean out what I just did or to settle in and find some meditation, maybe work on something in particular. Inhale allows the right leg to go to the sky. As the right foot lands, you're going to land that foot by the thumb. And you're on train track. So you see I have this blue tape here. Why do I have this blue tape here? So you can see what standing on either side of train track looks like, right? Come on up. And so I have this long, deep alignment over, right? And so I'm pulling my thigh bones into my pelvis. As I exhale, I come forward, stabilizing here. Inhale, coming up. Exhale. In. and exhale. In. Exhale. Your next inhale, come. And then exhale, you're gonna put the hands down, you're gonna flow, you're gonna down dog, whatever serves you at this moment. Stay glued in that webbing between the index finger and thumb. And so the fingers are reaching out like starfish, but the base of the fingers are drawing back in. You have no muscles in your fingers, it's just fat and wiring. Isn't that weird? Inhale, left leg high. Exhale as left foot lands by left thumb. Inhale comes up on Janae. We're going to go right back into that flow. So this time we have 3. Inhale. Exhale comes forward. Inhale. And exhale. Now exhale, hold here. This is you. Or look, the left foot's gonna do its happy ankle dance. Be okay with that. Right? It's about the lifted leg. What is it? Oh, up to the chest. 3, 2. Land that crescent lunge. Reach up. Take the twist. Right elbow over that front thigh. How long from the back heel can you get? Inhale. Exhale. On your next inhale, without slingshotting your hands down, like that, hands go down, down dog or flow. All right. Don't drop your head, it pulls on. Inhale, right leg high. Right foot steps, exhale. Inhale comes up. Plugging that thigh bone in. So you shouldn't feel the top of this trochanter just jamming through your hip flexor, right? As you come forward, exhale over that front leg, still strong in that back foot. Inhale comes forward. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Hold here. Or giddy up, warrior 3. And so you're looking to lift with this back inner thigh more than anything, right? 3. Tuck your chin a little bit. Insolent teenager. Pull your ears back. Fully desperate. And then lightly step it back. Find that crescent lunge. Reach up. And then find that twist. So how long? As while I'm going over, I am trying to extend. I'm drawing my upper inner thighs in so I can lay that elbow down. Inhale. Where's your mind? Where's your breath? Exhale. Low belly strong. Inner thighs drawing towards one another. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Slow motion, hands down, down dog or flow. It's up to you.
Oh, good enough. Getting all sorts of GI stuff up.
Ooh. It says twist too.
Oh, yeah.
Don't drop your head. So what's happening when you're lowering down? Your head is hanging, and that puts more weight. So it makes it heavier. So what you're doing is, as you're going down, let me demonstrate this. One time, y'all get one chaturanga out of me every class because of this silly shoulder. So I am maintaining plank the whole time. The only thing that's moving is my elbows. So I can I'm not going straight down. I am going forward at an angle. Yeah. So when you come forward, I am pulling myself forward. I get here, flip the feet.
That makes it easier.
Yeah, so what's happening is this 8 to 12 pound bowling ball is pulling you down, right? Once you get it back, the upper abs come in, right? All right, down dog. That was fun. Smile, it releases dopamine. All right, here we go. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, as left foot lands. Inhale comes up on the leg. Now you have a choice. You can either do the exhale forward like this, and then inhale back up, or you can come exhale this, inhale lands. So you decide where you're at. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more here. Now you're either holding this, holding it. Slow motion, land. Reach those arms up. Bring the hands in prayer. Extend from your right heel, grow long. Link that right elbow over the left knee. Move from your back heel through the crown of your head for 4. Line up your front foot at second toes at 12 o'clock. Don't rudder. Why second toes? Because big toes do funky things the older we get. And 1, hands down, come inside the front foot, drop that back knee down. Walk that front foot out. Turn those toes out to a 10 o'clock position. You're just gotta kind of settle in that, yeah. Now, you can stay here, or you're gonna tuck the back toes. You're gonna pivot the back heel down. Now you're getting, no, stay with me. Don't run forward. I didn't say side plank, you know. All right, so I'm gonna take these feet and I'm gonna press up. And then I'm gonna reach up that and over that. It's such a yummy stretch in that hip. Now, let me turn so it makes sense. So here I am, my toes are out. I turn to the side of the foot and I start to press through these edges of the feet. Press up through that right hand to lift up. Yep, how's everybody doing? 3, 2, now push the big toe down of the left foot. And 1, hands down, go to down dog or flat. Felt good. Good cheek. All right, right side, inhale, right leg high. Right foot steps by right thumb. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, comes forward over that front leg. Inhale, comes up. Now you choose to do that. Or do warrior 3, lift and land. And lift. And land. And lift. And land. Now you either hold here or come back in and hold your warrior 3. I like taking the hands along the sides rather than forward. It takes about 30 pounds of pressure out of your low back. Look, seriously, right? Step that left foot back. Inhale, reach those arms up. Now bring them into prayer. Fire up that back leg because I'm extending the soft spot in the crown of my head from that back heel. Then I'm twisting the spine to bring it over, right? And so the twist always comes from extension. At any point you start to round the shoulders, round the spine, bring the head forward. You lock it up, spread your toes. They're not friends. Hands down inside that front foot. Try not to slingshot. Drop that back knee down. Turn the front toes out to like a 2 o'clock position. Get lazy. Breathe in through the nose, out through the nose. The moment you breathe in through the mouth, you trigger your adrenaline response system. Think about any time you've been shocked. Anytime you've been angry. You know, it's that deep inhale through the mouth, and it triggers that sympathetic nervous system. So we want breathe in through the nose, out through the nose. Now, watch me, guys. I'm going to draw my back foot in. It makes me draw my hands a little more forward. I'm going to tuck my back toes, get that set up. Once I do, I spin to the pinky toe side of the foot, spinning the heel out. Now I'm going to press through both edges of the feet and lift up, reach up. This is an upward motion. 3. Right hip is extending. 2. Now push the right big toe down. Open up more. And 1. Hands down, down dog or flow. Child's pose is always appropriate as well. Where's the mind? In through the nose, out through the nose. All right, go ahead and come up to seated position. No, I put the loud music on. Yeah. When I put music we know on and it's loud, get your blocks.
Are we pushing?
Yeah.
Okay, I get that.
Yeah. Remove the junk out of the trunk, it's a real thing. Remove the fleshy parts from your sit bones. So notice my blocks are mildly forward of my hips, but they're still on the mat. The reason I give you blocks is because they're arm extenders. They give you length. So if you're taking the length out by taking the blocks too wide, then okay. All right. So watch. Everybody come in. Vote. Wait, I'm on the edge. It's gonna make me fall off. All right. Sorry. Even that little 1/4 inch is not fun. Okay. All right. So I have short legs. So for me personally, it's easier to lift and squeeze. Long legs, you ain't gonna like that so much, right? What we're doing is we're trying to close the gap between our legs and our chest. We're gonna take the left leg over the right. We spread those phalanges like we got those little toe spreaders in there. Look, hold on, lift, and put it down. Both. Let me give you a secret. Singing is the same as contracting your bandhas. You know the song, even like mildly hum it and talk it where people can't hear it. I know, I can't sing well, but it helps me hold this pose. Right leg over. Yeah, what do you think it is? Lift and lower. It's controlling the glottis so that the flow of air is controlled. Just like if you put your finger on the end of a hose. You cross left over right. Lift. Put it down. Come back into it. Spread those toes. Look at the lack of pedicure. Right over left. Lift. You can do one more of anything. Right? 5, 4, 3, 2. Legs underneath you. Whoa. Come up into camel. All right. Good job, guys. Y'all can blame Ashtanga, Jody inside that. Okay, tops of the feet down. I am trying to move my pubic bone forward, right? So lean back enough. You're like a little too cool for school. You can feel your quads fire up and you feel all 10 toenails have to press down. Your pinky toes won't want to play in this game. You better get them on board because they're connected to your outer hips. It's just like pressing the heels down and out, right? Take those fingertips up onto the back. Take that heart high. Gaze up at a ceiling tile just above you. Those of you who want to drop your hands to your heels, great. I feel like it's more work to keep your hands on your low back. Press those tops of the feet down. Yep. That goes right to your hip flexors. Inhale 1. Inhale 2. Push the knees down. Inhale 3. Inhale 4. Inhale 5, comes up. Exhale 5, down dog. No child's pose.
Yeah.
No. See, Kendall, I remember like 30 years later. It'll break you like a wire. Bending you back and forth that deeply. Guess what? One was fun, twice as nice. Go ahead and put the knees down. Take the hands to low back. Get strong in those pinky toes. Push those knees down. Arch that heart high. If anything, make it about working this bungee cord of the transverse abs, right? So your abs look like a Chinese finger trap. Those little games that we used to put our fingers in and then try to draw out. The more you extend, the more it corsets around your spine. 3, 2, 1. Inhale comes up. Exhale goes back to down dog. All right, good job, guys. Looking at the top of your mat, step, jump, crawl to a seated position. If you want to use your blocks and do a little jump through. I smack my butt so much. Like your back foot catches your leg, kind of locks out, and it's like a flat on your ass squat. It's really. All right, here we go. Lift those heels up. Now, push your thighs down, and your legs should be, and sit up. Hop forward. Yeah, and it goes. Turn back. But push your thighs down. Push those thighs down. 2 and 1. Good. All right, so from here, you're going to take the left foot in, or excuse me, right foot in, either to the inner thigh like you're doing a tree. Some of you will bring it up into your ovary. If you do that, regardless of what you're doing, you're squeezing and activating your legs towards one another. You really want that. That's that part of the Ashtanga where we start pressing glands, right? Either this or sit on our perineum.
Oh, I know, I hate that.
It's good for your prostate. Come forward.
We don't have one of those, do we?
But it's still, it's good for, it's good for also strengthening your Mula Bandha because I'll demonstrate. So, and you're supposed to land in it from a jump, by the way.
Oh.
So you're like literally, thank you very much, right? But what I'm doing is I'm activating this pelvic floor to lift that perineum away from the heel. So this teaches you, like I taught before, Kegel exercises are not pelvic floor. Holding in a tampon is pelvic floor. If one freaking woman had just taught how to activate a pelvic floor, we would be in a whole different area. Right? Because that's one of the things that they're checking with that prostate cough is how, like, where is your things dropping through that pelvic floor and stuff. And so it's the same thing. Everybody in, sit up though. I don't want you to do it. Inhale, do a prostate cough. Can you feel your perineum pump up and your low belly go back? Do it again, catch those muscles and hold them for the rest of your life. Inhale, pop, and grab that muscle, hold on to it, come forward with that muscle. Perineum and low belly. Or hold on to a tampon, same thing. Kegel exercises will not keep your pelvic floor as healthy as you think it.
Lots of orgasms too, right?
Huh?
Lots of orgasms too, right? Lots of orgasms do, make it stronger.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So, tantra is a part of yoga for a reason. And by the way, if any guys ever try to come up to you and start talking tantra,
Talk what?
tantra yoga, go ahead and do the same thing on that. It's that energy that you gain, and the reason they tell like athletes not to have sex before a game.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think you remember.
Well, the last time I played on a team
Actually, no, I probably good for my business. Go ahead.
was high school soccer, so.
Well, they weren't worried about you. You were a girl. You weren't supposed to be having orgasms.
Well, I was at an all-girls Catholic high school.
Oh, especially weren't supposed
I
to.
was at Penny Loafers and Organs.
Hey, no, I'm talking, this is what they tell we, look, I trained professional athletes for a long time, and that was also like a big, yeah. Alright, I digress. Let's get this train back on the track. Dude, I tell people there's two types of yogis. There's the granola tree huggers, and then there's me.
Taking.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, come on up. All right, go straddle. So that's one of the things here, guys, what I was teaching earlier. If you want your hamstrings and stuff to let go, you've got to get the other muscles fired up. So the reason I can do a bicep curl is because this tricep relaxes, right? So if I want the hamstring to relax, I got to fire up the quad. Then I'm going to take my hands onto my pelvis, and I am going to circle the pelvis around the thigh bone. That's what a hip opener is. So feel where your hip is, and then move it around a stationary thigh.
Wait.
So keep your thigh bone where it is.
Yeah.
Feel your hip bone. These are not the same thing, right? Watch my hip. It's going to spin.
Oh, yeah.
Around a stationary.
Like waterfall over.
Yeah. And then once you get somewhere, you can put your arms down. So I'm pushing my pubic bone and my sit bones down. I'm holding in a tampon.
Wow.
Yeah. And breathing. Smile, it releases dopamine. And go ahead and come on up. Good job, guys. Go onto your back. Any like last final movements, spinal twists, bridges, or your shoulder extends. You got about 2 minutes here to kind of like, oh, my body wants a little more of this. One of the things I do suggest is maybe eagle twist. So you could cross your legs like you're a lady in a mini skirt, arms out, and drop the legs. Oh, it feels so yummy. Whatever you do on one side, you want to do on the other. I like to end with a good knee hug or bridge roll down or something. Poor man's massage. So much, right? As you guys finish this up over the next minute or so, I'll get your lavender eye bags ready. All right, guys, start settling in. Find your space of meditation. You'll feel me come around and lightly drop a lavender eye bag. Feel free to adjust the weight of it. A little written about how to drop it. And so as your mind rests here, what do you need today? What kind of energy do you need to ride today? What experience, what feeling do you need today? As you lay here and you feel the buoyancy of your breath, ask yourself, what are three things you can be joyous? And whatever those things are, wish those out into the world to land on other people's hearts and minds that might need those same things that you are joyous and grateful for. Okay, so if you have love in your life, security, great dog, whatever it is that you feel grateful for and you can tether to and actually feel that and send the feeling out into the world. You don't have to know this person. This is both for you and the person. Someone told me one time that money was just paper energy. And I understood that. And I understood that I had to continue the flow. Right. And so what I choose to do is I choose to send those things that I'm grateful for, those things that I'm joyful for, out onto the world to land on someone who maybe isn't my favorite person. To let go enough to try to send joy and gratitude out so that maybe whatever thing we had doesn't keep going between us, or they don't continue to perpetuate hatred. Charity and love has a lot more to do with you, what you're putting into the world, anybody else. So send those things out there, let them flow back to you in some way. Let them flow into other people in some way. And as you begin to wiggle your fingers and toes and be happy, gosh, you've got 10 fingers and toes. You're on a yoga mat. You're in a community that enjoys your presence. And with your eyes closed, roll over to whatever side feels best to you today. Let the eye bag just kind of fall from your eyes. Feel how good it feels to just lay on your side for a minute. Your next inhale, as if waking from a dream, you'll roll up to a seated position. Allow your arms to float up with your inhale. Fall in prayer with your exhale. Thank you so very much for joining me for this. Let your minds be open, your hearts full of steady.